Ritter Communications presents Westside Warrior Football on Tubetown.
Hello, everyone, and welcome in to Arkansas Prep Football here on Tubetown. Today, we are coming to you live from Centennial Bank Stadium to bring you the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com. Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn sitting here with you in the bleachers out here at Centennial Bank Stadium, but a beautiful day to kick off football here in the state of Arkansas, Blake.
Yes, sir, it is. It's exciting. We're about to kick off football. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of an early start, too, going on this one. But we're in the shade. We got a nice breeze blowing through Centennial Bank Stadium here, and it's a perfect night to get our football started. That's
right. Of course, these two teams kicked off their seasons against one another last year. If you remember, it was a one-point thriller, 53-52, the final score there. Greene County Tech just edging out the Warriors. And obviously, Westside tonight going to try to come out firing and make sure that doesn't happen again. That was a game, Blake, that Westside led at halftime, and then their defense gave up 35 points in the second half.
Yes, sir, it was, and it was one of GCT's 2 wins last year. Got off to a hot start and then lost 8 straight games to finish up the season. Of course, Westside taking it all the way to the state playoffs once again, 7 straight berths for them, and here we go.
The 2019 season of high school football underway here in the state of Arkansas, and it starts off on the right foot if you're a Greene County Tech fan, as that kickoff return bobbled and the return man stopped at the 15-yard line. The Warriors come out under quarterback quarterback Kessler Engel. River Engel.
Big-time stop for them on that. Good field position for the Greene County Tech defense. Just the way you want this to start and putting your opponent deep in a hole. Now Westside's got to move the football.
So, again, it's River Engel, the junior quarterback for the Warriors, coming out at the helm. 3 men in the backfield. And a handoff right up the gut, and that's Logan McPherson, the workhorse for the Westside Warriors last year. Blake ran for over 1,000 yards, and they're going to look for him to have a repeat year this year.
Anytime you talk to Bobby Engel about his team, he's going to mention that guy right there. Huge year for him last year, not only on the field but off the field, a big leader for that team, and he's going to be big here tonight.
So 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard pickup by McPherson. Engel stands under center, one wide out on the far side. Again, they go to McPherson. He bounces to the outside numbers, now down the near sideline, driven out at about the 27-yard line, but enough yards, Blake, to move the chains.
There's McPherson again, and that's what Westside will do to you. They'll just nickel and dime you to death all the way down. Gets a good block there. Again, that's what they do well. Bounces out of bounds, picks up that first down, and Westside's starting to push up the field.
Well, if you're a fan of the ground game, you are probably in for a treat tonight, especially if it's a repeat of last year. Both of these teams combining for over 800 yards on the ground in last year's game. Again, 53-52 the final of that one. A high-scoring affair. Could see that happen again here tonight to kick off the 2019 season. 1st and 10 Warriors from the 27-yard line. Again, it's McPherson to the outside numbers. Taken down at the 40-yard line. And he picks up a hefty 12 yards on 1st and 10, back-to-back first down runs for Logan McPherson.
See, that wasn't even close there. It was a great play call, a great blocking setup, and he just slid through a hole, no problem for McPherson there, finding that huge gap on the left side. Greene County Tech's going to have to pick up on some of those reads. McPherson is so quick coming out of the backfield that if you slip up, make the wrong read, he's going to be all over you.
Well, McPherson still in the backfield. 2 blockers ahead of him, 1 wide receiver. Greene County Tech stacking 9 guys in the box. There's a option keeper for Engel, and he runs to the near sideline, knocked out at about the 46. A pickup of about 6 yards on that first down carry. Now 2nd and 4 coming up. A little bit of option usage there for the Warriors, trying to take some of the eyes off of McPherson in the backfield.
See, that's dangerous there, too. You did take the eyes off of him. Ingles settled in right behind McPherson. McPherson led on the block, gained a few yards.
Well, that's one thing that we talked about coming into tonight's game is how many eyeballs are going to be on McPherson when he's standing back there in the backfield. You got to imagine he's got a pretty big target painted on his back this season.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 5, they've got it marked. There's a handoff to the fullback right up the gut. Tackled on the near side hash marks, and I want to say that was Tyler Ray on the carry, and it was.
See, at times, Westside will never be accused of running a hurry-up offense. And at times, they run it so slow and they nickel and dime you to death, it's real easy for that defense to almost lull you to sleep at times. But when they come out and they snap the football, they're so explosive from that point forward.
3rd and short coming up. Fake to McPherson, handoff to the right side. A lot of running room across the 45, down to the 37-yard line of Greene County Tech. A first down pickup on the ground that time for Nat Hedger.
That was a well-executed fake. He executed that perfectly. On those plays, the timing's got to be down so well, and he gets it right to him, and it opened everything up for him. That is so tough when you've got a guy like McPherson in the backfield. Again, all eyes are on him, and then you fake it like that, so well executed, it just opened a perfect gap right up the gut for the fullback.
Well, you've seen a run by Tyler Ray. You've now seen a run by Nat Hedger, so 2 capable tailbacks in the backfield to help out McPherson in the ground game. Here's a first down handoff to McPherson. He bounces to the outside, down the near sideline, taken down right about the 34-yard line. We'll say the 33, but a pickup of about 5 once again. And McPherson, if you can average 5 yards a carry on every single down, you're in a pretty good spot.
And that's what he does. Next level play. Gets in behind his blocker, makes a little bit of a read, and picks up 2 to 3 extra yards after the play appears to slow down. That's what a good running back will do for you.
How about that lateral movement to the outside?
That's
that was
good.
Quite a bounce out.
It's good. They've got a lot of motion in their offense, and really got to be a well-trained defense to slow them down.
Haven't seen the Warriors pass yet. Still in the opening drive of the 2019 kickoff here in the state of Arkansas. There's another handoff to Hedger. He's going to rumble forward for a pickup of about 2. So we'll have another 3rd and short situation coming up for Westside. We'll see how they handle it. I think we might know the answer to that already, though.
Pretty good read there for the Eagles, D, that time. They picked up on the handoff, immediately crashed down on the runner. Only problem is when you're only catching about one of those a drive, you notice where they're at. They're 3rd and short.
About 15 seconds left on the play clock. McPherson in the backfield. That's Jared Garner out wide on the far sideline. Handoff to that's Tyler Ray. He rumbles forward. He's got enough yards to pick up the first down. So another first down on the ground for the Warriors. That's their 4th here in the opening drive of the football game. 4 minutes gone by here in the first quarter.
Nothing special there. Run it right up the gut, get a good block, your fullback takes you home.
Warriors have done a good job here on this opening possession. They have controlled the clock, and now stringing together a couple of plays, they have found their way deep into Greene County Tech territory. Knocking on the door of the red zone. 1st and 10, ball spotted on the 27. There's a pitch out to McPherson. A lot of running room across the 25. Good tackle in open space out there by Greene County Tech. Josh Conrad on the tackle there.
Well, what a great tackle there by Condre. He was really, if he gets past him, he might score. As he got around the corner there, made a tackle by the legs. Great defensive play there, but once again, that explosiveness coming out of the backfield. And it's so impressive to watch them do that because they're not throwing the football, and you almost know they're not going to throw the football, but they still run and score it anyway.
So now 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard pickup by McPherson. And they'll go right back to him. Follows his blockers to the left side. And he's going to pick up close to 4 yards. Not quite enough to pick up the first down, so we have yet another 3rd and short situation coming up.
All about your reads on defense. They picked up on that read. They crashed onto the football, nothing doing. When you know they're going to run, you're going to have to get a read, and you're going to have to get it quick. Tech did it that time.
This is the 12th play of the opening drive here for Westside.
Ray Hedger McPherson here. That, what do they do? And that's what makes this so hard.
We got Hedger lined up right in front of McPherson, and then leading the way is Tyler Ray. But nope, it's going to be a quarterback keeper for River Ingalls, still on his feet as he makes his way down across the 15-yard line, but it looks like they're going to spot him at about the 16, still enough to move the chains once again for the Warriors, and now inside the red zone.
Nothing you can do about that if you're Greene County Tech. Just a gutsy run up the middle. They go with the quarterback keeper. He gets it anyway, plus some, though, and they're just wearing you out up front, a lot of size up front. But, man, it's impressive to watch that attack. It's not always the most exciting. But they get the job done, and they've made a 90, 100-yard drive here, no problem.
Yeah, it's been 80 to this point. Excuse me, 70 to this point, if I can get my math right. And there's a great tackle right at the line, and that was Austin Huber on the nice tackle in the gaps that time for the Golden Eagles.
Good job for him to step up, plug that gap right there. You're going to have some slip through the line when you've got the size that Westside has up front, comparatively speaking. Your guys, your linebackers going to have to come up and make those tackles there. He did that right there.
Under 5:30 left to play here in the opening quarter. Still on the opening drive for the Warriors. Now 2nd and 9 coming up. Ingle comes back to the huddle with the play. They break. We'll see what they run here. Still got 9 guys in the box on defense for Greene County Tech. They're going to hand it off to McPherson, right up the gut, across the 15, down inside the 10-yard line.
What a drive. I mean, what? And it's been slow. I'll tell you, I've been telling people all night I wasn't sure how the Valley View game is going to start at 8:30 or 7:30 after this is over. But, man, at this pace, the way they're moving the football, it eats clock. Time of possession is huge. And like you said, here they've marched 75 yards down the field. And are on the verge of scoring and have not even acted like they're going to pass the football.
A 3rd and short coming up. They can convert it. It'll be 1st and goal. There's the turn. A quick handoff to Tyler Ray. He's pushed forward, but I don't think he got enough, Blake. I think we're going to have a 4th down coming up.
Boy, and that's a big defensive stop.
Huge.
Tech reached back and found something there. That big line, the big running game, they reached back, they started making their reads, and they found it. That is impressive to force a 4th down right here. They're one big stop away from getting a ton of momentum back.
This will be the 16th play of the opening drive for the Warriors.
Man.
Both sides are probably feeling a little bit tired right now. The drive has lasted for over 8 minutes here in the opening quarter, and we've got a timeout called as this play started to get loud. The Greene County Tech fans on the other side of the stadium letting the Warriors hear it. And Westside has got to call the first timeout of the first half. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout with them. 3:47 left to play in the opening quarter of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic, presented by Hootens.com. You're listening to it right here on Tubetown.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
4th and 1 coming up for Westside on the opening drive of the first quarter. Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn here with you at Centennial Bank Stadium. Westside and Greene County Tech. 3:47 left to play in the first. There's the snap on 4th down. The fake to McPherson. Ingle running out of room in the backfield. Swallowed up by the Golden Eagle defense. And what a stand by Greene County Tech.
Oh, man, that's huge. You can't speak enough to the guts that they just showed to step up and make a stop. They got whipped all the way down the field. They get all the way down into the red zone and put up a huge stop, and not just a big stop, a loss of yardage for Westside after all that momentum. Now they've got the football with a chance to show what they can do. Looks like Coach Ingle not happy about the spot.
Yeah, not happy about the spot. Over here giving the referee a little bit of the business, but either way, it is now 1st and 10 for Greene County Tech. They come out in the shotgun formation. Storm Harris, the QB, lobs one out to the flats, looking for the tailback, but couldn't find him. That was Shad Vaughn, just led him a little bit too far.
Just a little bit there, and Greene County Tech will throw the football. They're going to spread it around on you. Run out of the shotgun, spread type offense. They are going to throw it. They're going to have to make those connections, or they're going to have a quick 3 and out. And that's part of the problem with that spread offense is you go 3 and out. Westside's time of possession is huge. When you throw the football, that's one of the things you run is losing that time of possession there. But we'll see what they do here on this play. A little motion left here. See what they do with that.
Harris takes the snap, hands it off to the tailback, David Williams, running to his left. A lot of space down the far side numbers across the 20. Down near the 25, a flag comes flying out very late at the end of that play. But if the play stands, then David Williams has picked up a first down for Greene County Tech.
Boy, you just hope that's not a careless block in the back or something behind the play. Whatever it was is behind the play. Let's see what he calls here.
So that'll back up the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
That's a tough one there, and I didn't see the hold in the replay, but it, boy, that's a drive killer, and it was late. The play was completed and just a needless hold. Now you're back up against your own goal line. Did not need that, but all they are, they're one big play away from getting right back in it.
First penalty of the game. 2nd and 14. Harris standing on his own 3-yard line. Puts a man in motion. Fakes the throw out to the flats. He'll run it right up the gut. Across the 10-yard line. Down at the 12. He got enough yards to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but now a 3rd and 9 situation coming up for Greene County Tech.
Yeah, good run by Storm Harris. Again, they're got the racks kind of pinned up against the wall here, but found a good gap, got up the middle. Need a big 3rd and long play here.
They're going to come out with 3 wide receivers. Oh, make that 4 wide receivers. And that is David Williams in the backfield, standing on the left hip of Storm Harris. Five seconds left on the play clock. There's the snap, looking to throw. Wide receiver screen, and that's Vaughn on the reception, and Vaughn gets lit up at the 15-yard line. A pickup of about 3 yards. And now a 4th and 6th coming up.
Well, they had a good pass. Pass was just a little bit behind him, so he couldn't quite get his footing. But he gets hit hard, hangs onto the football, though, so they're going to have to punt it deep in their own territory. 1 penalty cost them. Had a drive going, 3 good plays they made. Just 1 bad one cost them on that drive. Need a good punt here to flip this field.
So Westside's got 2 men back deep to return. One of them, Logan McPherson, the other, Jared Garner. As Greene County Tech gets ready to boot this one. Hey, yeah, punter had to pick that one up off the turf, but still gets a pretty good boot on it. It's going to take a Golden Eagle roll all the way down to the 25-yard line. What a punt by Greene County Tech. I think he was standing on his own 15 when he kicked that one away.
Oh, man, huge punt by him. I mean, that is critical. I mean, and you're backed up in your own yardage like that. Got it over McPherson. You didn't want it going to him, that's for sure. You got a sideline warning. Well, they were excited. You know, that's the kind of stuff you want to see early in a game. Get a sideline warning. Doesn't cost you any yardage. Your punter just made a huge play to flip the field. Now the defense has to come back out and harness what they did late in that last drive. But, man, what a punt. Big-time play there. Punter's often underappreciated. Nobody wants to see him. But he did a job there for his teammates.
Yeah, especially, again, considering the fact he had to pick that one up off the turf and kick it away. So, excellent job there. So now 1st and 10 for Westside, their second drive of tonight. 1:41 left to play here in the first quarter. McPherson in the backfield standing on the 20-yard line. He's got 2 blockers ahead of him. River Ingle under center. There's the snap, fake the handoff, throw over the middle. That's Garner on the reception. Caught and brought down right about the 34-yard line.
First pass of the game is a successful one. Hit him right where he wanted to. Pass was not designed for a lot of yards after carry, but he gets near that first down marker. That good running game by Westside. You're sitting in prime position now.
Well, that's something that Coach Ingle talked about with his son a little bit over the offseason is his throwing strength, and he believes that he's got one of the better arms on this side of the state. So you see him kind of showing off it there on first down, that firing to Garner. Now 2nd and short coming up. There's the handoff, and I think that's Ray on the carry. And I believe he's got enough to yet again move the chains for the Warriors.
Bobbled the snap just a little, but did get it back, did hand it off to Ray, and didn't need much for the first down there. And again, that's what they're so good at. You know, they get within about 2 yards of the first down marker, they're going to be hard to stop all night. Early downs are so critical with Westside, forcing them into a 3rd and long situation.
Time enough to run probably one more play here in the first quarter. Under 40 seconds left to play. Play clock now under 10 as the Warriors line up. A little bit of a full house formation this time, a little different than what we've seen. McPherson lined up on the left side of that, but instead they'll hand it off to Hedger. Hedger brought down, I believe, behind the line of scrimmage. A good defensive stand that time by Greene County Tech on first down.
That's what you're going to have. You're going to have those early down stops for losses because their yards accumulate with each run. Another big play by Greene County Tech's defense, and that's what you want to see if you're Coach Morgan so far, big defensive stops.
So a 2nd and 10 coming up for the Warriors, but they are going to let the clock tick down to 0. We're going to flip ends of the field. We'll come back and start the second quarter with you. Still scoreless in the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com. Greene County Tech and Westside headed to the second quarter. Andy Maness, Blake Gwynn back with you here in just a moment on Tubetown.
So the best thing about You First Banking is that you don't have to change your lifestyle to meet our needs. We change what we have to meet your needs. Whether you're the mom who's busy taking care of kids all day and you really just don't have time to stop in the bank, we have products like our mobile banking app to make things a lot easier for you so you can get things done when you're on the run. Or if what you're looking for is that face-to-face interaction, we have 20 locations across the state with someone there to help. At First National Bank, you first, always.
Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn back here with you at Centennial Bank Stadium. Second quarter of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com. About to get underway between Westside and Greene County Tech. Still scoreless as we start the second. It'll be Westside football, 2nd and 10 on their own 37-yard line. If you're just joining us, it was a very fast-paced first quarter. Each team only had one possession. Well, I guess this is technically the second possession for Westside, but one huge drive by the Warriors stalled out at their own 12-yard line. A turnover on downs, but they got 16 plays off before that happened. The drive lasted for more than 8 minutes. Now they're trying to make something happen here on their second drive of the game, and not getting off to a good start here on 2nd and 10. A false start called.
When you are a running football team, and with running with ball fakes and things like that, like Westside does, you really got to avoid the false start type penalties, because when you're counting on not the 30, 40-yard pass play, but the 5-yard running game, 5 yards backwards is pretty crucial here, because they haven't shown the ability so far to spread the field out and go deep.
McPherson in the backfield once again. They're going to fake the handoff to him and instead hand it to Hedger. Hedger running to the near side hash marks, picked up and slammed backwards for a loss. Greene County Tech making a statement here against the ground game on the second drive.
See, now that's where the sellout to the run game hurts Westside, in that they, even on a third and long situation, they know they're going to run the football, and they're able to go all in here. It's not that Engle won't drop back and throw the football. It's just that, you can sell out on that, and in those situations, the momentum starts building for Greene County Tech.
They have to change the game plan up here a little bit as you're talking about third and long. Plus, you had Nat Hedger just come out of the game looking like he was holding his elbow as he trotted off the field. So hopefully he's all right. He's over there shaking it around, trying to flex it out a little bit. Westside is going to call, I believe, their second timeout of the first half. So we're going to take a timeout with them. 11-13 left to play here in the first half. Still scoreless in the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com. Back with more of the second quarter right after this on Tubetown. 13 left to play in the first half. Westside wanted to talk some things over, so they call their second timeout of the first half. They have one remaining. Greene County Tech still with all three of theirs. 3rd and 13 coming up for the Warriors inside their own territory. Greene County Tech trying to make another stand, force another 4th down.
In the gun.
Shotgun formation. There's the fake to Ray. Looking to throw. Engel steps in the pocket, fires it out to the flats, completes it to McPherson just shy of the 45-yard line. Had to make it to the 47 for a first down. So a 4th and 3 coming up.
You mentioned it. You can't sleep on River Engel throwing the football. Great throw, great pass, and now they're in a position to go ahead and try to get this first down here.
Well, you saw his composure there as he just took his time and stepped right into the throw, delivered a bullet to McPherson over on the far sideline. Let's see what they draw up here, Blake, though, on 4th and 3 as we near the 10:30 mark in the second quarter. One
back
receiver.
To the same formation.
Yep,
there.
back to that power formation. 2 backs in the backfield in front of McPherson. There's the handoff to McPherson. He's across the A-State logo at midfield. Ball pops out. Greene County Tech hops on top of it.
Boy, you just get ready there.
It looks like they might have spotted the ball dead. You got 2 referees saying the ball was dead. The other 2 spotting it for the Eagles, and the white hat signals Eagle ball.
You're exactly right. Head official steps up, makes a call there, and boy, that's exactly what the doctor ordered if you're Greene County Tech. And if you're Westside, I was just about to say, look at what they did with a throw and a run there. And they did it, and then the fumble there at the end. Somebody got a helmet on the football, put a cap on it. Now Greene County Tech in the driver's seat here with good field position.
Yeah, they'll start on their own 45-yard line. Storm Harris, the quarterback, 4 wide receivers to throw to. Williams in the backfield with him. He'll take the handoff on the draw, right up the gut across the 50-yard line. Taken down right on the A at the middle of the field. A pickup of about 6. Looks like a 2nd and 4 situation coming up for the Golden Eagles.
Well, David Williams, great running back right there. And the way they spread the field out, he should get some good looks tonight. It's some good open running looks, and if he gets into open field, there's not much you can do about it.
Well, and that's crazy to think he just ran that right up the gut like that with a couple of pretty hefty nose tackles in front of him there.
Yep.
Looking at big Robert Taylor and Caleb Porter out there, 70 and 73, tag teaming the front gap there for the Warriors. 2nd and 3 coming up. There's another handoff to Williams. Again, same play, they just flipped it. Williams picks up enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10, Greene County Tech at the Westside 46-yard line.
Watch how fast his feet get moving, his explosiveness there. That's explosive. When you get the football and you're already up to your top speed before you reach the line of scrimmage, it doesn't matter whether they hit you out of the gate or not. It's going to take them a yard or 2 to get you down. And a great run by David Williams. And now Tech's in the position with the first down play here. Might be a decent passing down for them. Run, and see if they can spread it out here.
They had a high-scoring game last year, still scoreless in the second quarter here. Looks like the wide receiver's going to come in. Both line up behind the line. They're going to block. There's the handoff running to the left across the 40-yard line. Lost the football on the juke, but it looked like Shad Vaughn was right there to cover it up. Now, that was Cruz Hitt, who was trying to make a little move here on the near sideline and ended up tossing the ball in the air.
Well, they are very lucky this didn't go to the red team right there. There was, looked like somebody missed an opportunity to crash on a fumble there. Might have been caught play watching a little bit. But, man, I'm going to tell you something. They are really lucky. The way that ball got thrown up in the air, well, you got to avoid that.
Yeah, Shad Vaughn did a good job to get a handle on that one. Now here's 2nd and 8 coming up. Toss out to Williams. High. He had to jump, and he will stumble as he lands. Not able to get his feet underneath him there that time, Blake.
That little screen pass like that, the pass has got to be on point. When you throw it at the top of their helmet, they get all topsy-turvy over the top, and it's really hard to gather yourself, catch the football, and run. He caught it, but then couldn't turn it into yards after the catch. Again, you got to lead that guy perfectly on that screen pass to get him some momentum going forward and towards the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you almost want to treat that one like a slant, like you said. Just lead your guy a little bit, give him some, as you said, momentum to run behind it there. Now an empty backfield for Storm Harris. 3rd and 14 coming up. Takes the snap, throws out to the far sideline, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. I want to say that was Fisher Wood out there.
At risk of sounding like one of those announcers, you got to catch the ball first. And I don't want to say that, but that's all that is. You're trying to catch football. The defense is bearing down on you. It looks like an easy catch, but when you add the variables into it, that does happen sometimes at the high school level.
So I believe we got Cody Miller on to punt now for Greene County Tech. And if you remember back in the first quarter, had a heck of a punt to pin Westside pretty deep in their own territory. Got a pretty good boot on that one. McPherson takes it inside the 10. He's out across the 20 and a big-time hit, and he lost the football. Blake, he got hit pretty hard on that collision.
Yeah, he got leveled, and if he held on to it.
He is flattened out right now, and hopefully is okay. And I think the head coaches for Westside saw that immediately when it happened, because it looked like he dropped the football as soon as he got hit. Let's take another look here at the replay.
Well, that looked gnarly, man.
Well, 7:59 left to play here in the first half. We're going to go ahead and step aside while they take a look at Logan McPherson. We're back with more of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com in a moment here on Tubetown.
If you're looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Max Garage for your vehicles. Locally owned with over 20 years of experience, at Max Garage, we pride ourselves on being professional, reliable, and affordable. From routine maintenance to complex mechanical issues, Max Garage can do it all. Max Garage is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Call Max Garage for your next auto repair.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
When we talk about You First Banking, what we're really saying is that we're going to take the banking experience and customize it to meet your needs. Maybe you're that person that's always on the go and you don't have time to come to the bank. We'd love to see you, but we can make it possible with our mobile apps to where you don't ever have to set foot in any of our banks. But maybe you're that person that does like coming to see your favorite teller and you like that face-to-face interaction. We've got 20 locations across the state with a friendly staff that's here for you. Only at First National Bank. You first. Always.
Westside Warrior Football on Tubetown is brought to you by Denver's Refrigeration, First National Bank, Ace Sign Company, and Max Garage.
Our dog got hit by a car. My wife and children were very upset about losing Buddy. While I was burying the dog, I cut the cable line.
Being a dog owner myself, it's hard losing a pet. So it's very important for us to get their services restored.
There's a winter storm hitting right now. It was a Friday night. You showed up and the very next morning in some pretty terrible conditions and fixed us up.
That's what we try to do here at Ritter in a bad situation, try to make it better.
Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn back here with you at Centennial Bank Stadium. A little bit of a scary moment there for, I think, both sides of the crowd, both Westside Warrior fans and Golden Eagle fans. Logan McPherson hit a little bit too hard on that punt return. It took a moment to get up, but he got up and walked off the field and now just taking a breather. So they're getting him some attention, and it's good to see him get up and walk off. That was a little scary for a moment.
That was a gnarly hit, man. It did not look good. He laid there for a while, and we thought, we didn't know what it was, but, boy, he looked a little woozy when he got up. You don't ever like to speculate on what an injury is,
no,
but I'll tell you, he got his bell rung for sure on that, and I'm going to tell you something. If he took a shot to the head, that may have been the last we've seen of him, and that is not good news for Westside.
Not at all. We've seen their run game stall out now twice on their last two drives. We'll see what happens here on 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off to Tyler Ray, and he crosses the 25-yard line, but doesn't get much further than that. So 2nd and 8 coming up after the 2-yard pickup on the ground. And we'll have to see how creative the Warriors will get in their play calling. As Blake mentioned, kind of talked about it on the last drive, Blake. You can't keep going to the same old routine, and now you've got your hand forced into trying to figure out something different.
You know, in the end of the day, Engel can throw the football. He can do that. Now, how many plays do they have in their arsenal to do that? We don't know, but they're going to have to get creative here. You're going to have to assume McPherson's gone, assuming he took a shot to the head, and see what they can do.
Second down pitch out for Tyler Ray, and he'll rumble forward close to the 35-yard line. Referee's got him spotted at the 34, and I believe that is enough to move the chains for another Warrior first down. Good cut up the field that time between the blockers.
Well, and that's what you need. You need guys like Ray stepping up, finding the holes. In the end of the day, one of the things that makes this Westside running game successful is the fact that they're good up front. And if you're good up front, you can still have a successful running game even though your top guy is out.
And they expected him to go for 700-800 yards this season, and, well, maybe upwards of that if we don't see McPherson anymore.
You know, they were tending to him, and he looks to be okay on the sideline.
Another run by Tyler Ray, another hard-nosed run, I should say, as he makes his way out to the 41-yard line. A pickup of about 7, so now 2nd and 3 coming up.
Once again, teammates just picking up without him, and certainly you're not as explosive. But again, that front line keeps making holes. They do have some good backs still there that can find those gaps and make some plays.
River Engel comes back to the huddle with the play. McPherson still got all his gear on down here, but he's still getting looked at, so keep an eye on that. One wide receiver for Engel, I should say, here on second down. Fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself on a little bit of a bootleg. I don't know if that was designed or not, Blake, but I think they've got enough power to push the pile forward. Looks like Engel also lost his helmet in there.
Take a look at this replay, because you're right. I don't know if he was trying to hand that off or what that was exactly, but boy, it worked out for him. He got creative, and he made some things happen and picked up the first down.
That's enough for another Arkansas Blue Cross Fearless first down.
Second first down on this drive here for Westside. Dylan Russell checking in as a tailback here on this play, I believe.
Timeout on the field.
Well, I think he actually checked in as a quarterback. He did. He had to, because Engel lost his helmet there, and so
had to miss a play.
The Warriors are going to call a timeout, and that is their final timeout of the first half. 5:21 left to play here in the second quarter. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a quick break. We're back with more here in the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic, presented by Hootens.com. You're watching it on Tubetown.
Tubetown is now available on the Amazon Fire TV and Fire Stick. Watch live events from Tubetown on your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick. Head over to the App Store and search for Tubetown. Once your app is installed, you can watch every live event from Tubetown. Miss our live coverage? Our past events are available on demand. Download the Tubetown app to your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick today. Tubetown, live, local, from Ritter Communications.
Welcome you back to the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic, presented by Hootens.com. Andy Manus and Blake Gwynn here with you underneath the headset, as Westside and Greene County Tech are in the second quarter, still scoreless with 5:21 left to play in the half. Currently Westside football, a 1st and 10 coming up. Still out there right now without Logan McPherson, and for this play they'll be without River Engel. His helmet popped off, so he has to come out for one play. Dylan Russell under center. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Turns, there's the handoff. Again, it's Tyler Ray bouncing off one defender. Takes another Golden Eagle to come in and help him out. A nice little 6-yard pickup there.
Again, you know, the front keeps opening up spots. Their guys are back there to run through them, and that's what you've seen is this line has come up big for them.
They'll spot him with 5 yards, not 6. It'll be 2nd and, well, no, they will spot him with 6. A 2nd and 4 coming up. They might have that a yard shy on the scoreboard there. Engel back in the game under center. Makes the handoff one direction, hands it off the other way. Garner on the carry. He'll pick up enough yards, I believe, to move the sticks. Another first down on the ground for Westside.
Slowly but steady.
Every other play has been a first down on this drive.
It has been, and they've been picking up about 5 yards a play, and it just, again, right up the middle. Big hole to run through. And, again, a lot of credit to that big front line that Westside's got. It makes them so dangerous, and they played the appropriate style of football to capitalize on it.
One wide out here on the near side. It's Kessler Engel. There's the turn and the hand to Ray. Nice job by Greene County Tech getting a hold of Tyler Ray at the line of scrimmage, stopping him for just a gain of 1 yard.
No gain there. Big stop for the Tech defense, and they need one more just like it. You like to force Westside into 3rd and long situations.
Engel looking for the play. Dylan Russell, Tyler Ray out there. It's like, let's say that might be Bryson Rogers out there to block as well. Oh, Rashard Cunningham blocking the way for Tyler Ray. He hurdles over one man at about the 40-yard line and makes his way all the way down to the 46. 34. Got my numbers backwards there.
Again, if you're Greene County Tech, you wanted to force them into a 3rd and long, but that's an explosive run, and they're right there at the first down markers, about a yard short. And again, this is where Westside's bread and butter for him.
I think Tyler Ray might have taken an inadvertent knee to the groin there. I think at the end of that, it looked like he got hit in a very precarious area.
He's still in, just singing soprano there.
3rd and short coming up. Engel with the quarterback keeper tries to push his way forward. And it looks like from the spot of the referee, Blake, he got enough push from behind.
Picked up first down.
4th first down of this drive. This is looking a lot like their opening drive, Blake. Started off on their own 23, and now they find themselves all the way down here at the 32 of Greene County Tech.
Well, as much clock as they've eaten, they need to finish here. They need a touchdown and take this momentum into halftime. You got to, when you drive down like this, you got to finish. Or, again, Greene County Tech can take a good feeling into the locker room with the stop. So, they need a touchdown on this drive.
Drive has lasted for almost 6 minutes now at this point with 2:15 left to play. There's the handoff to Ray. A lot of running room. Runs over the last 2 men to beat for Greene County Tech. Takes it all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Ball spotted at the 23. It'll be a 2nd and 1 coming up for Westside.
Well, just steady, and Ray's been big for them, carrying the football with McPherson on the sidelines. And, again, hard to stop Westside at this point. They've got so many ways to cross that first down marker from a yard out, and they've got 2 downs to do it. So
they are running out of time, though. They have no timeouts left, 1:40 and counting left to play here in the first half. One wide receiver here on the near side. Ray, the back in the backfield with 2 blockers ahead of him. He'll get the handoff across the 20, taken down near the 15-yard line. Way more than enough yards needed to pick up another first down for the Warriors. That will stop the clock until the ball's reset. 1:27 left to play. What are the Warriors going to do? They have no timeouts.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep the football moving, and they've stuck with the run game, and it has paid off so far. And, again, until Greene County Tech stops you on this drive, there goes Ray out of the game.
They're just giving him a little of a breather.
Now, he's run, like the last 4 plays, he's had the ball.
So it'll be Rashard Cunningham in the backfield with 2 blockers ahead of him this time. 1st and 10, play clock down at 5, 1:05 left to play in the first half. There's the handoff to Garner. Garner jumps forward. He got stopped at the line of scrimmage. Last little second effort there. He's able to pick up a couple extra yards. Now 2nd and 7 coming up. Clock still ticking down. Under 50 seconds left to play now.
You're going to have to start thinking about throwing the football now. And they don't have a hurry-up speed, so they're going to have to look at a pass here and not necessarily to the end zone yet, but you're going to have to look at throwing the football.
You might see Engel roll out here on this play on 2nd and 7 to try to find an open receiver. Oh, he rolled out, but he wasn't looking to throw at all. Now with 20 seconds remaining here in the first half, 3rd and 9, what are they going to do? They're going to clock it for one last play?
Yeah, they're going to have to spike it.
And that's exactly what he does. That will stop the clock with 9 seconds, well, 8 seconds now left to play here in the second quarter. Now, the real question is, do you bring on your field goal unit to try to get the first 3 points of the game, or what do you do here?
It's 4th and fearless for Westside.
They're gonna have to. I mean, they've got to go.
They're going to
15 yards.
They're going to go for it. It looks like. Hedger comes out of the game. Saw Tyler Ray come back in. They're going to go for it. 4 wide receivers set here for Engle. Greene County Tech fans on their feet. 8 seconds left to play in the half. There's the snap. Engle rolls out to his left, looking to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. He's at the 5, dodges one man. He's into the end zone for a touchdown with 1 second left to play in the half.
What a play. What a play by Engle there. Had absolutely nothing going for him. That play looked dead to rights when it started. Look at this. Everybody's covered, nowhere to go, and just make something out of nothing. What a gutsy heads-up play there as time expires to get on the board. No flags either.
That was a 15-yard touchdown rush by River Engle.
Well, that was impressive. Again, you're running up against the clock. It's a design throwing play. Everything's gone. He keeps his head about him, gets in the end zone. Boy, big play by River Engle.
Well, and that right there is why I mentioned you might see him roll out, for the simple fact he can make plays happen with his legs. 2-point conversion coming up. The handoff goes to Cunningham. He's fighting for extra yardage, but cannot make it across the goal line. So the two teams will head to the locker room with a score of 6-0 as time expired on the 15-yard touchdown rush by River Engle to put the Westside Warriors up 6-0 in the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic, presented by Hootens.com. You're watching it right here on Tubetown.
My name is Kevin Moody. Both of my kids do online gaming. They let me know when the internet's down.
I'm Bobby Valentine. I work for Ritter Communications, and I'm a technician level 2.
My services were completely out. They sent Bobby out the next day. He told me that the box was shot.
It was shot.
With a gun. And he had it fixed within a couple hours once he got there. Bobby switched out my modem for me and had me upgraded to a faster speed. And both of my kids have been singing Bobby's praises since.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the field the Westside High School Marching Band. Now welcome the Greene County Tech Senior High cheerleaders. And now halftime continues with the Westside High School dance team.
What's up? Yeah, sit right here behind the stage, running everybody else off. We'll come here with us. Yeah.
I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I need to close If it's not a girl,
Yeah. There it is. Thanks, Lyle.
My name is Donna Ann Lucy. I am from Caraway, Arkansas. I had been having trouble with my internet.
You got a lot of important things that you do from the internet, and you don't want to miss anything.
I usually use it to book rooms to watch my granddaughter play basketball. They had someone out that day, and it was back up within 20 minutes.
And it makes me feel so good to go there and take care of it, you know, and see the smile on her face, man. That makes my day right there.
I'm James Finley, and I'm from Jasper, Arkansas. We came in to have my mother's service turned on, and she needed to pick a plan. They were patient, answered every question, and there were a lot of questions.
We just took our time with her and wanted to make sure she had everything she needed.
You could see that they genuinely cared about my mother.
I don't want to go into a store and be treated like just another number. That's not how we roll in Jasper. Treat people how you want to be treated.
My name is Raynessa Chandler. I am currently the manager of technical support for Ritter Communications. Ritter is like family in more ways than one. My aunt retired after 33 and a half years here, and currently I have 2 cousins that work at Ritter. We have a variety of talented individuals. They motivate us and encourage us to do the right thing. We're grateful for the opportunity to work at a place such as Ritter and to be able to help others, because that's what it's all about, serving others.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
So the best thing about You First Banking is that you don't have to change your lifestyle to meet our needs. We change what we have to meet your needs. Whether you're the mom who's busy taking care of kids all day and you really just don't have time to stop in the bank, we have products like our mobile banking app to make things a lot easier for you so you can get things done when you're on the run. Or if what you're looking for is that face-to-face interaction, we have 20 locations across the state with someone there to help. At First National Bank, you first, always.
If you're looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Max Garage for your vehicles. Locally owned with over 20 years of experience, at Max Garage, we pride ourselves on being professional, reliable, and affordable. From routine maintenance to complex mechanical issues, Max Garage can do it all. Max Garage is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Call Max Garage for your next auto repair.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
When we talk about You First Banking, what we're really saying is that we're going to take the banking experience and customize it to meet your needs. Maybe you're that person that's always on the go and you don't have time to come to the bank. We'd love to see you, but we can make it possible with our mobile apps to where you don't ever have to set foot in any of our banks. But maybe you're that person that does like coming to see your favorite teller and you like that face-to-face interaction. We've got 20 locations across the state with a friendly staff that's here for you. Only at First National Bank. You first. Always.
Westside Warrior Football on Tubetown is brought to you by Denver's Refrigeration, First National Bank, Ace Sign Company, and Max Garage.
Our dog got hit by a car. My wife and children were very upset about losing Buddy. While I was burying the dog, I cut the cable line.
Being a dog owner myself, it's hard losing a pet. So it's very important for us to get their services restored.
There's a winter storm hitting right now. It was a Friday night. You showed up and the very next morning in some pretty terrible conditions and fixed us up.
That's what we try to do here at Ritter in a bad situation, try to make it better.
Tubetown is now available on the Amazon Fire TV and Fire Stick. Watch live events from Tubetown on your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick. Head over to the App Store and search for Tubetown. Once your app is installed, you can watch every live event from Tubetown. Miss our live coverage? Our past events are available on demand. Download the Tubetown app to your Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick today. Tubetown, live, local, from Ritter Communications.
My name is Kevin Moody. Both my kids do online gaming. They let me know when the internet's down.
I'm Bobby Valentine. I work for Ritter Communications, and I'm a technician level 2.
My services were completely out. They sent Bobby out the next day. He told me that the box was shot.
It was shot.
With a gun. And he had it fixed within a couple hours once he got there. Bobby switched out my modem for me and had me upgraded to a faster speed. And both of my kids have been singing Bobby's praises since.
My name is Donna Ann Lucy. I am from Caraway, Arkansas. I had been having trouble with my internet.
You got a lot of important things that you do from the internet, and you don't want to miss anything.
I usually use it to book rooms to watch my granddaughter play basketball. They had someone out that day, and it was back up within 20 minutes.
And it makes me feel so good to go there and take care of it, you know, and see the smile on her face, man. That makes my day right there.
I'm James Finley, and I'm from Jasper, Arkansas. We came in to have my mother's service turned on, and she needed to pick a plan. They were patient, answered every question, and there were a lot of questions.
We just took our time with her and wanted to make sure she had everything she needed.
You could see that they genuinely cared about my mother.
I don't want to go into a store and be treated like just another number. That's not how we roll in Jasper. Treat people how you want to be treated.
My name is Raynessa Chandler. I am currently the manager of technical support for Ritter Communications. Ritter is like family in more ways than one. My aunt retired after 33 and a half years here, and currently I have 2 cousins that work at Ritter. We have a variety of talented individuals. They motivate us and encourage us to do the right thing. We're grateful for the opportunity to work at a place such as Ritter and to be able to help others, because that's what it's all about, serving others.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
We'll welcome you back to Centennial Bank Stadium. Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn here with you on Tubetown for the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com. A 6-0 score after the first 2 quarters between the Westside Warriors and the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. Blake, a lot of running in that first half between these 2 teams.
A lot of running, a very fast half of football because of all that running. Westside completely dominating the time of possession. And they end up getting the score right before the half.
That's right, and this is an unofficial account, obviously, but I've got Westside with roughly 19 and a half minutes of possession in that first half. They ran 37 plays on offense compared to just 10 for Greene County Tech.
Very efficient on offense. Don't waste a lot of energy. They run the football, pick up 5 to 7 yards. That's what they're going to average, roughly. And made a lot count, even with McPherson going down.
11 first downs for the Westside Warriors in that first half, just 1 first down for the Golden Eagles. Again, they only had the ball for roughly 4.5 minutes in that first half. So going to see how difficult it is for their offense to garner some momentum when they come out here to start the third quarter with possession.
You know, you only see that the score is 7-0, but the time of possession tells the story. That is all that time that defense was on the field, and you saw it late in the second half. There was nothing other but a worn-out defense. When you're on the field that long, it's going to take its toll. So even though it's 7-0, Greene County Tech has got to even up time of possession in this second half. And I'm not 100% sure. Greene County Tech's taking the field at this point like they're ready to go, but Westside is still in formation doing jumping jacks in the end zone.
Yeah, that's right. They're still going through their
band was a little tardy getting off the field there.
Absolutely, it was.
They were good, though.
We'll quickly recap the first half for you. The opening drive of the game, 16 plays, 8 minutes, 8 seconds for the Westside Warriors, but they stalled out on their own 12-yard line, gave it to the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. They took it 5 plays, didn't make it very far, though, and they had to punt it away. An excellent punt, though, by their special teams member. That drive only lasted 1:41. Westside would then come out, fumble it away on a 6-play, 3-minute, 23-second drive. Another quick outing, though, for the Greene County Tech Eagles their next time out. 5 plays, 2 minutes, 19 seconds. And then on the ensuing punt, Logan McPherson injured with 7:59 left to play in the second quarter. That is going to be one of the big headlines here in the second half. Will we see McPherson back out there? And then, of course, a 15-play, 8-minute drive to end the second quarter for the Westside Warriors. A 15-yard touchdown rush by quarterback River Engel. They would not get the 2-point conversion, so the score 6-0 as we get set to begin the third quarter.
I do not see McPherson anywhere on the sidelines. And I'm going to tell you something. He got his bell rung. I could see on the sidelines they were giving him a test like somebody that had taken a shot to the head. Seriously doubt we'll see him anymore in this game with today's concussion protocol and things like that. And, again, I do not, unless I'm just overlooking him, see him on the sidelines. You're going to have to take note of it, but Ray did step up for Westside. And, again, time of possession is going to be key.
Yeah, Tyler Ray coming in. We already knew that he was going to be a big factor in just trying to take some of the heat off of McPherson, and as he's one of their star players, one of their key players. And as Blake mentioned, he's done an excellent job kind of filling in for him after that injury. Ready to start the third quarter. There is the kick, and we are underway here in the second half of the Hootens Kickoff Classic. And a big collision at the 40-yard line, but a nice return there by junior Matthew Wells. The Golden Eagles will set Greene County Tech up with some pretty good field position here to start off their first drive of the second half.
Little shorter kick there. He fields it kind of behind him over his head, Jim Edmonds style, and does pick up yardage the 41-yard line there. So good field position for Greene County Tech. Again, they need to get the football. They need to get a drive going here and get down in the red zone, put some pressure on that Warriors defense.
3 wide receivers on the far side for quarterback Storm Harris. 1 lined up here on the near side numbers. There's the handoff to Williams. Williams takes it right up the gut. He's going to pick up about 4 yards, maybe 5 with a little bit of a second effort. We'll see where they spot him. And it'll be second down coming up.
I got about 5 yards there. Good gain. That's what you need. You don't want to lose yards. You want to gain it. He picks up 5 yards. And, again, David Williams is so explosive from the backfield. He will pick up some yards if he can get through the line of scrimmage.
The official count is 4 yards on that first down carry for Williams. So 2nd and 6 coming up here. 2 wide receivers on either side for Harris. 1 goes in motion. Now 3 on the far side. There's the handoff to Williams once again. This time it's a sweep to the outside across the 45-yard line. Now hit at the 50, but he's going to fall forward and move the chains for a Greene County Tech first down. 2 plays with positive yardage.
And they're spotting him just short.
Oh, wow.
There. Huh.
Must have say he got knocked out before he stretched across the 49-yard line there.
Must have.
So a 3rd and 1 coming up. We'll see if they go back to Williams or if they air it out. Vaughn and Condre come in to block. There's the handoff to Williams. Williams lowers his shoulder, bounces off of one defender. It's going to be close, but I think the referee on the near side has got it spotted as a first down.
Yeah, you had two different spots depending on what side of the field you're coming in on.
That's going to be close.
Oh, that's tight.
4th and short.
4th down. Yeah, and I think that's a good spot there. I was not sure he made it. By what I was watching, I think that was a good spot by the officials.
Well, I think with the second effort, he actually didn't do himself any favors there, Blake. It looked like when he spun, he lost that half yard he needed. So a 4th and inches coming up here. 3 wide receivers, and I think we're going to have a Greene County Tech timeout. We are indeed. Golden Eagles want to talk some things over. Didn't like what they saw on defense. So with 10:38 left to play in the third quarter, we will step aside for a timeout with them. You're watching coverage of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com right here on Tubetown.
So the best thing about You First Banking is that you don't have to change your lifestyle to meet our needs. We change what we have to meet your needs. Whether you're the mom who's busy taking care of kids all day and you really just don't have time to stop in the bank, we have products like our mobile banking app to make things a lot easier for you so you can get things done when you're on the run. Or if what you're looking for is that face-to-face interaction, we have 20 locations across the state with someone there to help. At First National Bank, you first, always.
To play in the third quarter, Greene County Tech using their first time out of the second half, trailing 6-0. They've got it 4th and inches right at the 50-yard line. Got to make it to the 49. There's the snap. There's the handoff right up the gut. They're going to get the first down. Cruz hit on the carry. Moves the chains for the Golden Eagles, and they are into Westside territory. And I think, Blake, this might be the first time they've been in enemy territory all night.
I think you're right, and I like those first down pluses. You not only get the first down, you don't just sneak across, but you pick up some yards, improve your field position. And again, this is what Greene County Tech needed to start the half.
Two wide receivers on either side for Harris this time. Fakes the handoff. Harris going to keep it himself across the 40. Spin move at the 35-yard line. That's where he's brought down. But a nice pickup on 1st and 10 by the junior quarterback for Greene County Tech. Take another look at the replay. Just faked the handoff and ran it right up the gut.
And that was just busted defensive coverage. You know, that really was a failed play on Greene County Tech side. The fake was not very good, but they had sold out on the coverage already on the defensive end, and so a perfect hole for him to run through.
Yeah, Harris didn't do very much to hide that option play at all.
They did not. It worked out okay for him, though.
The inside receivers now come behind the line of scrimmage. Another fake. Harris looking to throw. Pump fake. Tosses it to the 5-yard line. Almost intercepted by River Ingle.
That was just thrown up for grabs, and that's the way the play was designed, but there was nobody fighting for it. River Ingle had it right in his grasp and just dropped it. Boy, wanted that one back.
Well, I think
that's a turf slapper there.
Yeah,
you want that one back?
Absolutely it is, and I think that Ingles actually got some little bit of size on his defensive matchup here.
Yeah, that was definitely a mismatch.
Yeah, Fisher Wood lined up here on the near side, the bottom of your screen. There's another handoff to Williams. Williams will cut between the tackles, and he will pick up another first down for Greene County Tech. 2 first downs on this drive. That's more than they had all in the first half. And about 3 minutes gone by here in the third quarter.
It didn't work out for them, but I like the play call there. You know, 3rd and short situation, long pass, and then they pick up the first down with the run play. I do like the play call. It was almost an interception, but I like what they're doing.
Condre and Vaughn again lined up in the slot for Harris. Williams lined up to the left side in the backfield this time. 1st and 10 inside the 35-yard line. It's another handoff. Or another run play, I should say, as that's Harris on the keeper.
A little short gain there, but it does do a job. Pick up yardage. That's what they're needing. And a good long time of possession drive here. But you got to capitalize that 6-0 deficit.
Williams will line up on the right. This time here on 2nd and 7. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line of Westside. Fired out to the flats, caught at the 30, at the 25-20, down the far sideline, driven out at the 15-yard line. Nice pick up through the air that time, as that's Rex Jernigan, the 6'3 junior, on the reception.
I think you can see what this Greene County Tech offense can do. They can run the football with Williams in the backfield. They can throw the football. And they're putting that on display. And if you can do those two things, complete passes, pick up yards of the run, that spread will be successful. And again, I've said it multiple times, but this is exactly what you want if you're Nate Morgan for your team coming out in the second half.
Dylan Russell having to check out of the game. You see him kind of hobbling off the field there. Hopefully he's okay. 8 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. It's a 1st and 10 situation from Westside's 15-yard line. Tech lining up with 4 wide receivers, looking to throw. Vaughn open in the end zone. Touchdown, Greene County Tech. They've tied it up with 7:51 to play in the third quarter.
Nobody within 10 feet of Shad Vaughn. He was wide open, got in between the zone coverage, and a good find. And I'll tell you what, Storm hits him just right on the money there. Right, just, you know, those passes sometimes can be hard to complete when you're that wide open, but he just delivers a good ball right into the end zone. Easy touchdown for Shad Vaughn.
We'll see if Greene County Tech can take a 1-point lead. Remember, they won this game by 1 point last year. Low snap, picked up by the holder, booted through the uprights, and we've got ourselves a 1-point ball game. 7-6 is the score. Greene County Tech punching it in from 15. A pass from Storm Harris to Shad Vaughn, giving the Golden Eagles a 1-point lead. We're back with more coverage of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic, presented by Hootens.com. You're watching coverage of it right here on Tubetown. Andy Maness and Blake Gwynn back here with you. 7:51 left to play in the third quarter. Greene County Tech taking a 1-point lead. They now lead 7-6 over Westside. There was a 15-yard touchdown pass from Storm Harris to Shad Vaughn. The 10th play of that drive, and they were able to finally get on the scoreboard here. Westside got a late special teams member running onto the field. And now Greene County Tech ready to boot this one away. Nice spiraling kick. It'll bounce at the 10-yard line. Cunningham across the 15, lost his shoe back at the 7.
Richard
Cunningham had to chase that one down.
The return for Westside, tackle made by Matthew Wells of the Golden Eagles.
Greene County Tech, again, you want to flip that script on time of possession in this half. That needs to be your goal. They need a good short possession by Westside. Get that offense back on the field. Best thing could happen for you if you're the Eagles is a 3-and-out.
It was a 4-minute, 5-second drive by the Golden Eagles. First and 10 coming up here for the Warriors. Engel under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Got a tight end lined up here on the near side. Play action, looking to throw. Engel scrambling now. He'll run to the right side across the 20. Now he's out to the 30, down the far sideline. Knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Enough to move the chains for a first down.
Well, that's a big play for River Engel there, bouncing out to the right side. Explosive play. You know, Westside doesn't typically go for those, but it was looked like a passing play there, and just finds a wide open. Everybody was deep into coverage, and he finds some space to run.
Great job by Engel there. .730 left to play here in the third quarter. Hand off to Tyler Ray, out to the 35-yard line, but driven backwards after a pickup of 2. Great stand that time by a host of Golden Eagles.
Good defensive play there, and again, stopping them, shutting them down, not letting them have a big, long, expensive drive here.
Short gain of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 9.
So a 2nd and 9. They're only going to give him a gain of 1. Ball spotted on the near side hash marks. Let's see if they go back to Ray or if they go to the air. Try to go to the air. I think that was only the third pass attempt by Westside here in this game. They've only actually thrown it once. Here's play action, looking to throw again. Scrambling, tossing it over the middle. Got a man, but threw it just short. Kessler Engel, the intended receiver.
That was a difficult play for River Engel there. He was off his back foot. I will tell you, it did look, he was in a little bit of trouble. The pocket had collapsed on him, but he did keep his composure. He didn't throw that into no man's land. He did have an open guy, just throwing off his back foot a little bit, came up just a little bit short, but a composed throw nonetheless, just didn't throw it up for grabs.
I sure thought when he first let that one go, he was just tossing it out to the middle of nothing, but that West Side receivers kind of camouflaged out there on that A-State logo. Got 3 wide receivers lined up here on the near side. A new look here for the Warriors. Haven't seen this formation yet. There's the snap. Taking a shot downfield into double coverage. Looking for Gardner. Led him a bit too far. And there you see the arm strength of River Engel.
Well, Gardner, he just couldn't find it. He was out in front. He had his defenders beat. He's got a step on him. He just couldn't find it and go get it. And it looked like he might have cramped up or something a little late and just couldn't get to it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Garner came out of that exchange looking like he was grabbing his hamstring. So now Garner will have to shake it off. If it is a cramp, he's going to have to punt this one away.
I wonder if that's kicking leg. I think so.
It sure is. That's the one he grabbed. A high, short punt, takes a bounce at the 40. And wisely, the Golden Eagles will let that one roll. That's Condre letting that one bounce out to about the 28-yard line.
Good decision making there. Lets it roll. Pretty good field position here for the Eagles. And they're in a position to get a 2-for-1 here, and hopefully they can capitalize. The thing about it is another good long drive for them, and you flip the script on the Warriors, kind of what we were talking about coming in. So we'll see what they can do here.
Yeah, that drive for Westside only lasted 1:30. So now Greene County Tech taking a shot out to the flats, caught at the 30. And taken out across the 35-yard line. That's Rex Jernigan on the reception.
Just a great pitch and catch. Just an easy pitch and catch. And, we take for granted, but these high school kids, good open pass, hits him right in the chest. He's able to turn and pick up 2 or 3 more yards. Very good, well-designed, well-executed play there.
Williams lined up to the right in the backfield. Harris with 4 wide receivers to throw to, but it's a draw play for Williams. Gets met at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for what appears to be about a 2-yard gain. Blake, it's going to be 3rd and short for Greene County Tech once again.
Warriors need to pin the ears back here, 3rd and short. And if you're the Eagles, you want this here. You don't want to lose the momentum you've got going. But again, a good position for them. They can come at you from a lot of different ways.
Austin Huber lined up here on the near side. Oh, beg your pardon. That's actually Fisher Wood lined up here on the near side. We got Trips lined up on the far side. Williams lined up in the backfield to the right. Snap is fumbled on the exchange. The Warriors fell on top of it. Well, Harris took the snap and tried to hand it off to Williams. Williams bobbled the exchange, and Westside capitalizes on it. It's Cade Carter falling on top of the loose football.
Worst case scenario if you're the Eagles, best case scenario for the Warriors. Cade Carter, very heads-up play to get on that fumble. It was kind of a quick shot down in there. He just lost the handle on it, and Carter finds it and falls right on it. No question about that one. And a good break for Westside. Now you have got to capitalize on this play and on that, because you've got good field position. Gets the Eagles defense back on the field quickly after a previous stop. Just what the doctor ordered for the Warriors. Let's see if they can capitalize. Much more aggressive through the air last time. Let's see what they do.
Well, they got to be still without Logan McPherson. 1st and 10 This time from Greene County Tech's 38-yard line. There's the handoff. Tyler Ray right up the middle between the left guard and tackle. He's going to pick up what appears to be about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Just a steady little play there. Looks like they're going to give him 3.
Caleb Whitmire, one of the offensive linemen for Westside, comes hobbling off. Might have got the wind knocked out of him there.
It looked like he got hit in that sternum area.
Yeah, hard to catch your breath after that for sure. Garner lined up on the far right as a wide receiver. 3 backs in the backfield. Engel under center. Fakes the handoff one direction. Actually, that's Garner coming out of the backfield, taking the handoff. He'll take it out to the 30-yard line, and he picks up about 5, so 3rd and 2 coming up.
Garner had to hop over a guy to keep that run going. Once he did, picked up 3-4 more yards after the carry, and they continue the good running attack here. Just no mistakes, keep driving, and you can pick up a big score here on this drive.
And Garner still seems to be favoring that right leg out there in the huddle. Took a pretty low hit that time. Under 3:50 to play in the 3rd quarter. There's the handoff. Tyler Ray takes it right behind the center, and he'll pick up enough yards to move the chains. A 1st and 10 coming up for Westside. They continue to march it down into Greene County Tech territory.
That's what they do. They're playing their game. It tried to air it out a little bit last drive, got away from themselves, and things did not pan out for them. I like them showing off their muscle. River Eagle can throw the football, but the run is the bread and butter. They've stuck with it so far. They've got good field position, too. They don't have to be as aggressive. And, again, a good slow drive here. Eat up a lot of clock time. Should take us to the end of this quarter if they hang on to the football. And a little big drive here for them.
Had to snap it quickly there. Play clock all the way down to 1. Tyler Ray taking the handoff to the right side of the offensive line. And he's met by a host of green jerseys. Stopped for no gain. 2nd and 10 now coming up.
Good stop there for Greene County Tech. Need 2 more just like it. Somebody injured there, banged up.
Yeah, looks like we got a cramp out there.
Gus Brasher.
Jared Garner comes off the field as well. Tyler Ray in the backfield. 2 blockers ahead of him. Kessler Engel lined up at wide receiver. There's the fake to Ray. It's going to be River Engel keeping it himself. Makes his way down across the 25-yard line, and Blake, it looks like he's might have fallen down on top of that football awkwardly.
Yeah, holding on to his shoulder a little bit there. He's a lefty, so that's the non-throwing shoulder. But, well, I tell you what, these guys, these high possession guys, even early on in the season, you take a lot of lumps, you know.
Yeah, and you're still kind of getting used to that real contact, too, because you've been hitting your teammates for...
Your buddies ain't going to hit you like that.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. 3rd and 6 coming up. Engel hands it off to Ray. Ray lowers his shoulder, hopped over one man, still trying to gain some extra yards, taken down at the 15-yard line. What a hard-nosed run by Tyler Ray. He's been doing it all game long and picks up another set of fresh downs for the Warriors.
Look at the space cleared by the offensive line there, though. I mean, again, they lose McPherson, so it becomes so important that the line steps up big, and they have opened up so many holes tonight. It is just so – it was not anybody close. In fact, one of the linemen had one guy laid over on the ground. I mean, just incredible power on that front line.
1st and 10 now from the 15. Look at the hole there. Running up between the 10-yard line, still on his feet. Tyler Ray, touchdown.
All day. Again, we just talked about that line, and they cleared a huge gap. I mean, it is unbelievable the power of these guys. Well, look at the gap, and in fact, he took the harder route there. If he'd have cut back right, there wouldn't have been anybody within 10 yards of him. He actually went through the traffic, which was impressive enough on its own. But the space these linemen are creating here, if they can continue to do that, assuming they can get a McPherson back after tonight, he's done for the game, clearly. He's not even on the sidelines, but that is what makes this team so good.
They're going to go for 2 here. Failed their first attempt. See if they can get it here. There's another handoff to Ray. Ray brought down from behind. What an effort by Greene County Tech's Nate Foster.
Looked like Foster was riding on one of those like the kite surfing type thing, windsurfing. He was just riding along on his rear end, and he does get the stop, stayed with it, held on to him. But what a series there by Ray. What a series there by the Warriors offensive line.
So the score is 12-7 with 1:16 left to play in the third. We'll keep it right here. Again, Andy Maness, Blake Gwynn here with you at Centennial Bank Stadium. Thank you for joining us for Tubetown's coverage of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com. We've had 3 touchdowns scored tonight. Blake, all 3 of them coming on the ground. All 3 of them coming from 15 yards out.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird
it's a magic number.
Anomaly there. But that's where these teams have been good from. Westside executing 2 big plays twice from there. Of course, the one to end the half. But again, you know, the extra points, 2 stops on the 2-point conversions will be big. Greene County Tech needs to regroup. They get a score here. They're right back in the driver's seat. But what a drive there by that Westside offense. Just a complete effort from those guys.
Well, and I actually misspoke. I think I said all 3 touchdowns on the ground. I forgot Greene County Tech was through the air, but
Harris
set
up
by the ground game.
By the ground game, and then a 15-yarder. You're exactly right. It's all about the ground game at this point.
Now 1:16 left to play. Westside ready to kick it off now. Another short kick. Again, taken at the 30-yard line. Across the 35, now to the 40, now to the 45. At midfield goes Fisher Wood, and some pretty great field position to try to get back on top for Greene County Tech.
Yeah, good field position. That's just what you need. Now they need to capitalize. Just stay with your game. You know, you got to forget about those fumbles. That's not you. You're not going to do that every time out. They need to let that go, and they need to have a good drive because before the fumble, they were off to a good start. Good pitch and catch by Harris and his wide receivers, and you got Williams in the backfield. You are a good offense. You just got to get in that mindset, relax, and throw the ball. You've only got a small deficit here. You're 1 score away from retaking the lead with plenty of time left in this game.
From the 49-yard line, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Harris looking to throw. Got a hand on it. Nearly picked it off with 1 hand. Kessler Engel doing a great job on defense, reading that one the whole way.
Boy, that's one of those things. He almost palmed that thing and got it. Watch that. Like to have had it, just couldn't bring it in. That's a tough one, but, man, what a defensive play. And if he'd have picked that off, he'd have been gone. Boy, that was dangerous. Just read it perfectly. You know, that was a pre-designed throw. He picked up on it and just got in between it. Shot the gap.
Well, that would have been a Play of the Year nominee if he had been able to reel that one in Odell Beckham style.
One of them good old pick sixers.
4 wide receivers set for Harris. Let's see if they go back to Williams on the ground here on 2nd and 10. They do. A sweep to the outside. Williams with a little bit of running room. Got the first down. Oh, knee hasn't touched yet. Second effort. He'll make it down to the 35. What a run by David Williams.
Gutsy run there. Good block in the backfield. Watch Shad Vaughn avoids a hold here right in the nick of time to keep that guy from coming up, and then he finished it off. And then watch the extra effort. Knee never goes down, takes a second hit, and then bowls over a guy that's probably twice his size. What a run, what a play. Good blocking, good running, and a good extra effort there by Williams.
And Garner going to have to come out as he looked like he caught a cramp over there on the far sideline. One of the Greene County Tech coaches over there helping stretch him out. He comes running across the field, so he'll have to come out for a play. Under a minute now left to play in the third quarter. There's a handoff to Williams once again. Bounces to the outside. Stiff arms 1 defender. Across the 35, now the 30. Still inbounds on his feet and taken down at the 25-yard line, very near the first down marker. I think they're going to spot him at the 26. He'll be a yard shy. A pickup of 9 for Williams. Back-to-back hard runs for him.
Jump on his back, he'll carry you home. And again, you always got to remember at any point in time, the Eagles are 1 step away from making a nice throw and pass as well. This offensive series setting up just like they need. No mistakes here. Good drive. They need to polish it off.
It stops the clock with 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 3 wide receivers lined up on the far side for Harris. He's got Fisher Wood lined up on the near side with Williams in the backfield. From the Warrior, 26, looking to throw to the far side. It's a wide receiver screen, bobbled and incomplete. Hearing the footsteps in his ear is Cody Miller as he let that one get tipped around. Very lucky that they avoided a turnover there.
Yeah, watch the defender all up in his grill. Bobbled it, give him plenty of time. Probably a good thing he didn't come up with that thing. Now he's come up lame. It's a little cramp.
Yeah, he certainly had an opportunity to get teed up on that play if he reels that catch in. Kind of a busted screen there. Again, the clock is stopped now with 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Greene County Tech trailing by 5. 12-7 is the score. Harris looking to throw over the middle, looking for Fisher Wood on a slant. Threw it low and behind his receiver, so now 3rd and 10 coming up.
Big third down play here. You know, they're not within field goal range. They need to get this first down here to guarantee a score. And probably going to have to be a pass play to dial it up. You could go to Williams. That threat is out there, but I bet we're looking at a pass play here.
Now Williams is going to line up to Harris's right. Condre goes in motion. He'll head to the backfield.
This is interesting here.
Just had an extra blocker. There's a pump fake. Shot to the end zone looking for Vaughn. Vaughn can't reel it in. Good defense there by Kessler Engel to come and just put some pressure on Vaughn because Vaughn was wide open. He just had to come back to the football, and that's what cost him the touchdown.
That was it. If he leads him with that pass, if he throws it towards the white part of the end zone there, he's got a touchdown all day long, but instead throws it back, and you've got the defense standing right there and gets an arm in between him and it. But again, if that pass would have been long instead of short, that's a touchdown all day with Shad Vaughn.
Yeah, what a route by Shad Vaughn to beat double coverage and get open in the end zone like that. So now it is a 4th down play coming up for Greene County Tech. They're going to go for it. Play clock at 1. And I believe they were trying to call a timeout. I think they got the timeout called to avoid the penalty. They did.
Greene County Tech one timeout, though.
They were running down there screaming at the referee. So, yeah, and as you mentioned, Blake, now down to just 1 timeout in a close ball game. 18 seconds left to play. We're going to keep it right here for this timeout as Greene County Tech talks something over. Again, a 4th and 10 situation coming up for the Golden Eagles. Ball spotted on Westside's 26.
Well, you had to call the timeout. You can't get the delay a game there. You got to call the timeout. But that's costly going up against the delay a game because, again, you've got 1 timeout. You allow yourselves no mistakes in the 4th quarter in a tight game like this. You know, you're setting yourself up for the potential to be out of timeouts late in the game or put yourself in that position. If that situation comes up again where you need that timeout and you got to call it, then you run out of timeouts. So they've taken 2 costly timeouts late in a very close game. Now they've got to execute. This is a huge play in this game because I'm not sure that the Eagles defense can stop Westside coming back the other direction.
Condre and Wood lined up on the near side. Vaughn and Jernigan lined up on the far side. Williams, the tailback in the backfield. 4th and 10. There's the snap. It's a screen. Williams has got it across the 25, down to the 20, but he cannot make it to the first down marker. It'll be a turnover on downs. Warriors get the ball back with 11 seconds left to play in the 3rd.
Do have a flag down. See what the call is. So you have, give a lot of credit to Storm Harris there because he does go to his step down there, finds the guy. It doesn't end up being a complete throwaway, so they do gain yards. They pin Westside back, but again, this is a situation here. 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Westside could potentially eat up the way they move the football and as slow as they go. They could eat up most of the 4th quarter. And you needed a score right there. And this game is a lot shorter than your normal passing type game because, again, we saw them eat up the entire 1st quarter at the running attack. Westside here, if they can get a good drive going, could, again, potentially put Greene County Tech completely against the wall with 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it had the ball for 19 minutes and 30 seconds out of 24 in that first half. So, again, as you said, the majority of the first half eaten up by them. There's a busted play, though, on 1st and 10. Good defense by Greene County Tech, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So I believe a 2nd and 13 coming up for the Warriors when we come back. The fourth quarter between Westside and Greene County Tech. 12-7 is the score. Westside leading. You're watching Tubetown's coverage of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic, presented by Hootens.com.
If you're looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Max Garage for your vehicles. Locally owned with over 20 years of experience, at Max Garage, we pride ourselves on being professional, reliable, and affordable. From routine maintenance to complex mechanical issues, Max Garage can do it all. Max Garage is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Call Max Garage for your next auto repair.
Andy Maness, Blake Gwynn back here with you to start the fourth quarter of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic, presented by Hootens.com. Thank you for joining us tonight on Tubetown. Again, 12-7 the score. Westside leading Greene County Tech. It is Westside football, 2nd and 12. They've got the ball on their own 17-yard line.
Westside with the busted play there on their first play of this drive. They didn't need that. What we talked about, though, is that, it seems like a lot of ball game left here, but with the way Westside runs the football and runs the clock, they could eat up a big chunk of this quarter, this final quarter. That being said, Greene County Tech off to a good start. The busted play, 2nd and long. They need 2 more stops here and get this football back because you don't want Westside to start marching.
Well, we'll see if they can bring up a 3rd and long situation for the Westside Warriors. Greene County Tech's defense made a couple of good stands the last time out. There's another handoff to Ray, and they stop him after a pickup of about 3, maybe 4. It'll be 3rd and 9 coming up for Westside. So it was a good stand there for Greene County Tech.
You're looking at a Greene County Tech squad here who, a good start, got off to a good start last year, but a good start's critical, for them if they're going to get things turned around from previous years. And you're talking about a big defensive stand right here because if Westside starts marching, there's no telling how much time they could eat off the clock.
From the 21-yard line, Ray in the backfield. He'll take the handoff running to the left. Just stretching out for that first down marker, but can't quite get there. Comes up what looks to be about a half-yard short. Nope, they're going to spot it. 1st and 10 coming up for Westside. What a second effort there by Tyler Ray.
Second effort got it, and it was close anyway, but they gave him the first down. And, again, that's not what you want if you're Greene County Tech, because this is the beginning of something that Westside wants to do, and that is a slow 5-yard at a time march down the field. I mean, they could eat 10 minutes here if they wanted to. We've seen them do it.
Yeah, had 2 drives that lasted 8 minutes apiece back in the first half. River Engel lined up here on the near side. There's a handoff to Garner running to the left. He'll be brought down just shy of the 35-yard line. Looks like they'll spot him at about the 34, and a 2nd and 6 coming up. They're going to stick with that ground game like we've talked about, just continue to milk the clock away.
Well, and Greene County Tech, again, with that one timeout, that they're going to have to save their bullet for the end. So nothing to stop the clock. That little injury will help a little bit there. Won't stop it for long, so that's good. But, Westside, take their time. They're in a good position. Eat as much clock as possible. One thing you do want to go down and get a score because you don't want to eat a bunch of clock and then leave yourself open to a last-minute touchdown from Greene County Tech. So, again, though, big clock eaters, this is prime position for a team like Westside.
Yeah, especially losing the game by 1 point last year. You certainly want to go ahead and put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, right here. There's a handoff to Garner once again, Ray rather. Garner in there to help block. He picks up a couple of yards, and it's a 3rd and short situation coming up for Westside.
Big play here. Big play.
Huge play.
Make Westside make a decision after this play. That's what you want to do. You want them to have to think about, do we punt or do we go for it here? Probably in a punting situation, you probably get the ball back after this play. And a stop behind the line could flip this thing altogether. Pin your ears back if you're the Eagles defense. Maybe a play of the game here.
Westside breaks the huddle with under 10 seconds left on the play clock. Rashard Cunningham into the game, but it's a handoff to Ray running to his left. I believe he picked up yet another first down.
That's what they do. That's what they do. They gain 5 yards at a time. They go slow, and then they get the first down in the end. They run a lot of plays. They're getting to 3rd and 4th down, but then they're converting on 3rd and 4th down, and what that does is eats a bunch of clock.
Rashard Cunningham coming up, limping now as well. He's going to have to make his way off the field. Some of that humidity lingering around here this evening, and I think that's causing some problems with cramping.
Earlier we had a shot, and it was as one of the players, can't remember who it was coming off the field, and he went near Bobby Engle, and the look on his face, Bobby Engle's face said it all. It was like, I'm running out of guys. You know, those guys keep coming off those cramps, missing those plays. But again, it is humid out here. You lose a lot of water quickly. May not even realize it because it's not oppressively hot.
1st and 10 coming up here for Westside. Fake the handoff to Ray. It's a handoff to Garner. Garner with a full head of steam will make his way across midfield and pick up another first down via rushing attack for the Warriors.
Kind of a slowly developing play there in the backfield for the Warriors, but watch the hole. Good block there. Looked like, let's see, it was
1st and 10 Warriors, ball in GCT.
That looked like Caleb Porter there with the big block, opened up that hole for him. And again, I give so much credit to those guys up front, working hard. It's warm out here, but they have opened up so many gaps for this team, and Ray has taken full advantage of it.
Yeah, looking at big guys out there like Nate Adams. They've got him listed at 6'4", 345. He looks every bit of it from up here. Here's a carry by Engle on 1st and 10. The keeper goes for a gain of about 5 yards. And look at big 59 right there. I mean, he is a monster out there on that offensive line for Westside.
Well, I'll tell you, too, that is you look at that weight, that is good weight. These guys, they look athletic, too. I mean, there's a big difference between being big
You're absolutely right.
And being large, and these guys, they look athletic. They move athletically. You can't open up a hole by just being big. I'm a big guy, okay? It doesn't mean I can open up a hole against these guys.
$7:50 left to play here in the 4th quarter. A handoff to Ray. Everybody thought Engle had it, but Ray rushes all the way down inside the 10-yard line. I think that even fooled me. I saw Engle get taken down in the backfield, and I thought he still had the football.
Yeah, I was about ready to talk about a sack there. And watch this. Boy, it was a good play fake there. Even the safeties thought he had the football. And, again, they needed to lay back just a little bit there. And they crashed down, and some of them went to sleep. And, boy, he capitalized on that great play fake, and that's what that offense is designed to do. That's tailor-made and drawn up for that exact thing right there.
A chance for the Dagger here with 7:20 left to play here in the game. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. There's the handoff to Garner. Garner running to his left. Cuts between the left tackle and guard. He's going to get down to about the 6-yard line, so we'll have a 2nd and goal coming up now nearing the 7-minute mark left to play in the 4th quarter. Blake, you said it. If Westside doesn't score here, hate to see that, especially marching it all the way down.
One thing I was thinking about with that Ray touchdown is that wasn't the worst thing ever for the Eagles. If they're going to score. Leave them about 6 minutes left on the clock. And you heard the thing, there's really no such thing as scoring too quickly. But Westside definitely had the potential to eat more time off the clock, especially if they can get a touchdown these next couple of plays.
There's Ray. Makes his way down to about the 3. So 3rd and goal now coming up. Well, only going to be able to eat up so much more clock here in this situation now.
But see, if they score here, that's okay. The more plays it takes you, as long as you score at the end of it, this is a good thing. But it looks like they're going to leave Greene County Tech with plenty of time left on the clock. They won't have to rush. They can play their game. Tech does pass it some, so they've got some clock-stopping type plays. Again, Westside is going to leave a door open here, but a big score, you put their backs up against the wall, and that's what you do here.
Westside still with all 3 timeouts. As Blake mentioned, Greene County Tech down to 1. 3rd and goal. There's the handoff to Ray. Ray rumbles forward. Touchdown, Westside Warriors.
Well, how about Ray? How about Tyler Ray? I mean, he comes in, McPherson gone, and he's gotten a majority of the snaps, and he has run through those holes that have been opened up by that offensive line. And when you get that far with Westside's size and running game, it's very hard to stop them from scoring. Greene County Tech will have a chance, but boy, their backs are against the wall. It's they're going to have to score in a hurry and then go and then try to do something magical. So big score there, and again, ate a lot of time on that drive still.
I think 6:18 is the unofficial time. Going for two here. Ray gets the handoff, and once again, they cannot convert the two-point conversion. But 18-7 is the score. Westside extends the lead. 5:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. We'll come back with more of Tubetown's coverage of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
And welcome you back to Centennial Bank Stadium. 5:52 left to play here in the fourth quarter of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com. Thanks for joining us here on Tubetown tonight. 18-7 now the score. It was 12-7 a moment ago, but a 3-yard touchdown rush by Tyler Ray, his second of the night, gives us a score of 18-7.
Man, I'll tell you, what a great start to the football season. These two teams going at it. Nice night out here in the big stadium for these kids. Great thing that Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield's doing in Hootens.com. Great thing. Again, just so exciting. Football's back and a great night for it. Greene County Tech needs a quick score here.
Return man scoops that one up inside the 30, jukes a couple of defenders. Now he's at the 40, still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and a little bit of a careless hit there by Landon Whitlow, and he got chastised by his teammates immediately as he ran into the return man, I think somewhat inadvertently once he had crossed out of bounds. Take another look here.
I might get 15 more here.
Yeah, Billy Aldridge, the return man, but take a look at number 3 here at the end of this one if we can. Gets out of bounds and then, wrapped him up.
He knew about the time he did it. He just got into the heat of the moment. I don't think he was trying to play dirty. I think he got a little too heat of the moment.
Just got a little carried away.
You could tell he pulled his hands back and tried to stop it at the last minute. But, man, sometimes you got to be disciplined. Again, high school kids, sometimes heat of the moment there. Guy wanted to put a big hit on a guy. He wasn't trying to be malicious.
Yeah, see red a little bit out there.
We may have 2 fouls here. Yeah, we had a look like a holding in the back there for the Eagles, and then they called the unsportsmanlike. So that won't be nearly as big as we originally thought because they'll back it up 10 yards and then give them 15 on top of that. So a net 5, I think, for the Eagles, right?
Yeah, take another look at the replay here. Again, Aldridge picks it up. Not sure where that block was, but you'll see the late hit there. And yep, there. Knew as soon as he hit him, Whitlow was like, my bad, man. So ball spotted at the 36 of the Golden Eagles. 4 wide receivers, as Blake said a minute ago, got to score in a hurry with 1 timeout left. Vaughn goes in motion to the far side. Harris looking to throw, takes a shot downfield, got a man in single coverage, and it is swatted to the turf by Ty Johnson. Nearly intercepted. Wide receiver had to play a little bit of defense there.
2-possession game, you got to do that. You know, you're going to have to take those shots. I will tell you, though, if you can get there's 2 or 3 wide receivers on the field for Greene County Tech that if they can get room, if you can make a pass. If Storm Harris can get the ball out in front of them, a couple of these guys, Shad Vaughn in particular, can get by their man and have an explosive play here. Watch Shad Vaughn in motion here.
Yep, Vaughn goes out to block. It's a little screen out to Williams. Williams bounces off of 1 defender at the line of scrimmage, drop just shy of the 40-yard line. A pickup of about 3 on the little dump out. And the clock continues to move.
Trying to set up a potentially big play here. And I do like the call. You 3rd down here. You can't just go shot play after shot play. But, again, another throwing down here. We're in 4-down territory at this point for the Eagles. And And we'll see what they do. But, again, they do have the receiving core to be able to get by somebody.
Oh, nearly drew the Warriors off sides there. Hard count almost got Westside. Looking to throw. There's a pump fake. Now flushed out. Harris looking to throw. He's going to have to step up. Spins and dropped at the 41-yard line. Thought he might still be looking for someone to throw to, but he was just trying to get out of that traffic jam he found himself in the middle of.
There's not very many high school quarterbacks that'll stay composed like that. He got past one guy and still looked back up for a guy again. A lot of high school quarterbacks won't do that. Once that happens, they're done. They're going to try to run. He looked back up for a pass. It just wasn't there. Yep. A lot of credit to Storm Harris for staying composed in the pocket right there. But big 4-down play here, man. Got to have it. You got to have it.
4:20 left to play here in the ball game. Now under 10 seconds left on the play clock. 3 wide receivers on the far side. Looking to throw. Setting up another screen. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to be brought down in the backfield. And it will be Warrior ball with 4:08 left to play in the ball game. Blake, nothing to do now but just eat up the rest of this clock.
Well, you know, that's where one of those situations where you almost just throw it up down the field for grabs if they catch it, because now what you've done, you've not only given Westside the ball back, they can eat time, but you've also given the ball back with good field position. They could score again here. If you're Greene County Tech, all you got to do, come out, play good defense, stop them where you can. Maybe somebody puts a hat on the ball and forces a fumble. But again, Westside sitting in a good position, and they ought to be able to run the clock out on this one, barring any big mistakes. 1 first down, and they'll be good to go.
Yep, Greene County Tech does have the 1 timeout, so they can stop it once, but that's it. Look for them to feed the big man, Tyler Ray, here. Certainly been the man of the night. There he gets the carry on 1st and 10. Look at him go. About 15 yards on the ground for Tyler Ray. Moving the chains on 1st and 10.
Good gutsy run there by Ray. Man, he's been so good. So good after the loss of McPherson. Earned some time, earned the moment to shine, and he's done that right here. And man, he's been impressive. This Warriors team stayed composed when things didn't exactly go right, and they've made the most of everything.
Well, and you can't, we've talked about them all night long, can't harp on the offensive line enough for these gaps that they're giving Ray to run through. 1st and 10 from the 22 now. 3:35 left to play in the game. They feed Ray once again, right back up the middle. Only picks up about 2 this time, but only problem they have right now is there's too much time left on the clock.
Yep, but they are just eating the clock. I mean, that's what they do. They had a lot of time on their touchdown drive earlier, eating a lot of time up here. They're not finished 2nd down. They'll get stopped once or twice, and they'll break off an 8-yarder. And that's what they've done all game long and just been so impressive. Stuck to their game plan, even, again, after a big loss to their running game. Can't say enough about the game they've played here tonight.
Yeah, their last drive was 6 minutes, 18 seconds. It went 11 plays before Ray found the end zone. Here's a handoff to Garner on 2nd and long. He'll get tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Might have still picked up 1 yard. So a 3rd and about 8 coming up.
Greene County Tech, all you got to do is you just got to try to get a stop. That's what you do. At this point, hoping for a prayer, but, at this point, you just got to get a stop. That's what you do. You come out and do your job. But Westside has done things right in this 4th quarter. They've done exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah, the Golden Eagles do burn their final time out here on 3rd and 8. If they can get a stop, they will at least hopefully have a chance to stop the Warriors on 4th down and have a little bit of time left to play with on offense. Obviously, the Warriors too far back deep right now to have to worry about punting the ball away, so they'll either have to go for it on 4th down or try to kick a field goal.
It seemed like all night long Greene County Tech was looking for that big explosive play. Had a solid drive, got the touchdown. But that offense is founded upon setting up a big play somewhere. If you don't get it, if you don't get that big pass play, somebody break loose, really hard to win. That's what they're looking for. Just never quite had it. But Westside never really gave them the football. They only had about 2 real possessions to even have a chance at it.
Yeah, their longest drive of the night. As here's a run on 3rd and long by Tyler Ray, and I think he picked up another Westside 1st down. You look back at that first drive to start the third quarter for Greene County Tech. That was their longest drive, 10 plays, 7 minutes, or excuse me, 10 plays, 4 minutes and 5 seconds. When your longest drive is 4 minutes, I mean, how do you expect to win a ball game when the other team has the ball that much?
Well, you can, and that's it. I mean, Westside's had the ball the entire game, it feels like, and their longest possession was the touchdown possession, and they scored. But man, when they're holding on to the football that long, your defense is getting that worn down, and they just beat you up the way they do on the front end.
Exactly.
There's just not a lot you can do. You got to tip your hat to Westside, and again, Westside's going to take their final time out here.
Yeah, they wait till the play clock ticks down to 1 second, and so they'll stop the clock with 2:17 left to play here in the fourth quarter. And you talk about Greene County Tech, like looking for that big play. You think about Shad Vaughn being open in the end zone earlier in the quarter and had a big opportunity to put some more points on the scoreboard and just underthrew the receiver. Vaughn had to come back to try to get it. Still got his hands on it, but difficult to make a catch when you've got a defender also there jostling for the ball.
I've had a long history, with Greene County Tech, called a bunch of ball games for them. Watched this team for a long time, and it seems like, one thing that they have trouble is really finding that one piece, and that's what they did tonight. They've got a good, solid receiving core. I mean, they've got 3 or 4 guys that can go out there and make some catches. Couldn't connect with them tonight, and then they run up against a Westside team that just eats the clock the way they do. I'll tell you, I think Nate Morgan has this program in a position to be good. Whether that's this year or not, I don't know. We haven't seen enough tonight. Westside has not given them a chance to show it. I do think they're in the right path, but I'm going to tell you something. What Bobby Ingle's done with this Westside team and the way they execute a game plan, unbelievable.
Coming out of the timeout, ball spotted on the 10-yard line, 1st and goal, handoff to Ray. Ray brought down in the backfield. Good job by Nate Foster breaking through the line to come up with a tackle.
Still eating that clock running down.
Yep, Greene County Tech out of timeouts, so just got to run this one out. Greene County Tech hopping down the road to face Newport. Their next time out on the football field. Westside, barring anything crazy, going to come away with a victory tonight, and they'll face Piggott next week. There's a carry by a new player into the game here for Westside. Harley Mitchell on the carry. Just a sophomore for the Warriors.
Loss of 6 on the play.
Just run, clock, run at this point. All but a formality at this point here.
Yep, 3rd and 21 coming up. Now I think that's all they got to do is run 2 more plays, and that'll be it. Of course, we invite you, our viewers here on Tubetown tonight, to join us this Friday night. We'll be bringing you more high school football. So we're going to head over to Tennessee, bring you the M&M Bowl, Munford and Millington. Here's Ingle looking to throw on 3rd and 21. Play action, takes a shot into the end zone, looking for Brady Johnson, but threw it a bit too far. That'll stop the clock with 46 seconds left to play. Well, I guess you got to play till there's no time left on the clock, and that's what they're doing, but I wonder about stopping the clock there, just taking a shot to the end zone, I guess, just because you can.
Maybe running a play, live action, got real guys hitting you. Maybe that's a play you want to throw. They don't throw the football a lot. Got Westside trying to get their faithful in it. Got a pretty big crowd in here. It was a good crowd anyway, but the second game crowd has now showed up. So these guys playing in front of quite a few people here at this point.
That's right. Valley View and Osceola squaring up right after this. 4th and 16 coming up here for the Warriors. There's a handoff to Ray. Ray following his blockers, taken down at about the 11, so that'll give the ball back to Greene County Tech with 41 seconds left to play in the ball game. So time for them, as you just mentioned, Blake, running a few plays, trying to execute those against somebody other than your teammates. This is a great opportunity for Greene County Tech to, at least get 2 or 3 plays in here.
Yeah, first time for these guys to do that. It is the first game of the season. Both teams have things to work on coming out of this week, and you do have one more chance here against guys trying to hit you pretty hard. And they'll run, like I said, 2 or 3 plays here, and we'll head to the house.
All spotted on the 11-yard line, 4 wide receivers, and a timeout called by the Westside Warriors. We'll just keep it right here with 41 seconds remaining. Again, kickoff this weekend, this Friday night here on Tubetown, Munford and Millington. 7 o'clock, the M&M Bowl there. And then we'll be beginning our coverage of Westside Warrior football throughout the season here on Tubetown.
Oh, it'll be exciting. This Westside team. Again, I'm a huge Bobby Engel fan, not just as a coach, but as a person. You know, I think Westside needed that. They needed a guy like him to set that tone. He's got such a great demeanor about him if you've ever been around him. Great, very calm, laid-back guy. But he's taught these kids how to be football players and young men. And they're going to be a fun team to watch. And look what he's done. Look at the culture. A team that had virtually no state playoff experience. They had never been there before. They've never had a winning culture. And he comes in and just sets the tone. I'm a huge Bobby Engel fan. And you just look at what the team's done. And the cool part is they're doing it with his son under center.
Yeah, absolutely.
Calling the plays. It's great.
And still got another year underneath him as well. There's a little hook and ladder play. Hook and ladder is going to result in a touchdown here for Greene County Tech. David Williams going all the way.
I like apples.
89 yards.
How about that? I'll tell you what. You know, at this point, you know, things could happen. I don't want to inflate the situation, but my goodness, how about having that one at the end of the game film to look at for next week?
Fisher Wood on the initial reception, pitching it to Williams. Wow.
Oh, that's terrific. I love that. You know, why not? You know, good for them. You know, again, I don't want to overinflate the sense of the chance here. It could. We'll get you a sideline warning. I gave him a sideline warning. Get you a sideline warning.
Yeah, that's definitely worthy.
Get you a sideline warning.
Definitely
Absolutely.
worthy.
That's one of those old Mark Rick, let's storm the end zone and just get the penalty and call it good. I'll tell you though, good for them. And again, I don't want to push it too far, but they do have a chance here at this point. All of a sudden, you're Greene County Tech and you're back in this. Well, that's terrific.
Got to get the 2-point conversion here though, and got to convert on the onside kick. Harris going to take it himself. Lowers his shoulder. He finds the end zone. Folks, we've got ourselves a one-possession ball game here with 29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. So they got the one hard part out of the way. Now you got the really difficult part in recovering an onside kick.
Yeah, you know what? At least we got a chance to see it. And if you're Greene County Tech, dealing with it, they gave them a 5-yard penalty on the kickoff. Was that because that was their second sideline warning? I bet it was. They had a sideline warning earlier in the game, and I bet that was their second. So they give them a 5-yard on the kickoff. That could be big.
That could be, even if Greene County Tech does recover the fumble. Now they got, that extra 5 yards they got to worry about. We've already seen how far their punter can punt the ball. That makes me wonder how far their kicker can boot a football through the uprights.
But again, if you're Greene County Tech, you have to take so much pride in what you've done there. You execute the big play. Now here's the thing. They back the football up 5 yards, so they're going to have to get the onside kick from 5 yards back. Still got to go 10 yards from that spot,
Still going to have to roll 10 yards before a Golden Eagle can touch it.
But again, that field position could be a really big deal. And Westside's going to take their last timeout.
They'll burn their final timeout with 29 seconds
Trying
remaining.
to ice him on the onside kick.
Give them a little bit of extra time to think here. We're going to keep it right here for the timeout.
Look at Bobby Engel. Got the same expression on his face at all times. He is one of those folks. You don't ever see him being overly. I like his demeanor. I like the way he does things. And again, he's going to have the guys ready for this play. But if you're Greene County Tech, again, you gotta come out. You got to do everything you can to get this onside kick. The game obviously counts on it. But to even get to this point, you're coming out. You've been hit hard. Now you're to the position to where you could get an onside kick and have a shot at it. And these two teams, I like these two teams.
How about that play call though from Coach Morgan?
Gutsy,
How about that play call?
Why not? I love it. Hook and ladder, perfectly executed. Just perfectly executed.
Could not have been any better. All right, Westside taking the field. They're in their onside kick coverage. Golden Eagles now trying to get their crowd into it.
You'll notice he's got the football laid over on the side, trying to get the perfect amount of spin, make it as hard as possible for the Westside defense to pick this thing up. Got
There
your
we
hands,
go.
team.
There
Didn't
it
go
goes.
10
Not
yards.
going to go the 10 yards, so it might before it goes out of bounds.
Didn't go 10 yards.
Nope.
Well, it was close.
Went about 8.5 before it rolled out.
Penalty on the kick.
Oh, man.
They can re-tee it, can't they?
Let's see if that's what they do or not. Well, it appears they're bringing their defense out on the field.
We'll see that. It
Well,
looks like
maybe not.
Look like the officials acting like they're going to re-tee. That's not the case, is it? Yeah, that's going to be spotted football. Yeah, the official acted like they were going to re-tee it. So that's it. Yeah, that's right. So they well, that was close. Yeah, that's such a fine line on those onside kicks. You got to get it to go almost exactly 10 yards. And it went, like you said, about 8.5, and then it went out of bounds. But, boy, you did what you needed. You needed to get it into a coffin corner, and it just didn't quite go. But, man, big props to Greene County Tech for almost having a shot at that thing.
Yeah, like you said, even just forcing the situation was
it's
that's big moving forward.
That's what you can do,
That's absolutely huge moving forward. So now victory formation for the Warriors. They will take a knee, and that should do it. Yep. Looks like the players are going to come off the field. Time will tick down, and once the clock hits 0, it'll be official. Westside will come away with a victory, 18-15 over Greene County Tech in the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com.
Well,
Westside celebrating, and yeah, Blake, you said it. What a game!
I mean, these two teams, love these two teams. Love the way they play the football game. Love the way they competed. But Westside has a lot going for them. They won a very tough battle against a very tough Greene County Tech team. They're going to be good, and they're going to be good all year long.
Again, 18-15, the final score. We're going to take a quick break, come back, and wrap it up here from Centennial Bank Stadium, affectionately known as the Vault. We'll be back with more here on Tubetown.
When we talk about You First Banking, what we're really saying is that we're going to take the banking experience and customize it to meet your needs. Maybe you're that person that's always on the go and you don't have time to come to the bank. We'd love to see you, but we can make it possible with our mobile apps to where you don't ever have to set foot in any of our banks. But maybe you're that person that does like coming to see your favorite teller and you like that face-to-face interaction. We've got 20 locations across the state with a friendly staff that's here for you. Only at First National Bank. You first. Always.
Manus, Blake Gwynn back here with you. A final score from Centennial Bank Stadium, 18-15. You've been watching our coverage of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com. Right now, the second game of that about to get underway as the Valley View Blazers taking on the Osceola Seminoles. And then looks like we got another game coming up after that, maybe.
Well, boy, I'll tell you, they wasted absolutely no time getting this game going. I guess they weren't on the practice field, but I'll tell you something. This game between these two teams was a good game. It was you had some mistakes made. First game of the year, though, for these two teams to go at it that way. You got Greene County Tech trying to build a culture, and that's what Nate Morgan's trying to do. And you can see that with them. And they didn't quite come out on top tonight, but they've got things to work on. They made it tight at the end. And then you've got a Westside team with Bobby Engel that literally, to me, They carry his demeanor. They play a very tempered, tempo-paced game, and they do their thing. They don't get rattled. They do their thing. They eat a bunch of clock, and if they do that, they're going to be back in the playoffs for the 8th straight year. And, again, I love these two teams we saw on the field tonight. It's great Tubetown's going to get to watch them all year long, because, again, they're a great team. They play a great game. And neither team has a reason to hang their head tonight.
No, not at all.
I love what we saw here.
Yeah, what a great game between these two squads. And, as we've mentioned, we will be covering Westside throughout this year. So have to pay attention and see what their game looks like if they have to continue this season without Logan McPherson. Hopefully he is okay, though. Obviously, he went out in the second quarter, but you mentioned it, Westside just did an excellent job adjusting their game plan. And Tyler Ray, you can't say enough about the way that he played tonight behind that offensive line.
Tyler Ray came in and stepped up big. And again, if we don't know, we have no clue, so don't want to speculate, but if McPherson is gone for any sort of time, you can feel comfortable knowing that Ray can step in. And one thing you know if you're Westside, when McPherson does come back behind that terrific offensive line, that they're going to be fine. I mean, and this team did that without him.
Yep.
But the holes that were opened up by this offensive line, by those guys, like you said, 6'4", 345, and athletic. Boy, you can't find that anywhere. You got some guys that'll probably play line in college. And I loved, again, watching the way that they played the game, ate a bunch of clock, time of possession, ends up being critical when it's all said and done with.
It was a great game tonight. Again, the final score 18-15, Westside over Greene County Tech. A reminder, join us this Friday night right here on Tubetown. We're going to be bringing you coverage of some Tennessee high school football. Crossing the river, going over to Millington, we will bring you the M&M Bowl between Millington Central High School and the Munster Cougars. And we will be getting our coverage of Westside Warriors football throughout 2019. So keep us right here on Tubetown. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to our Facebook page and our YouTube page. Again, thanks for joining us tonight for our coverage of the Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield Kickoff Classic presented by Hootens.com. A big thanks to everybody who made tonight's game possible. For Blake
Ritter Communications presents Westside Warrior Football on Tubetown.